The day after your adventures into the woods and your big, well, not your big fight with the warg, seems you just fucking destroyed. Oh, sorry, no coursing. You destroyed him.
We're allowed one. You've used it.
That's it, and it's over. Thanks for coming, everyone. Yeah, and you just literally destroyed the warg and just brought the secret of Boffin's crock back, but you just told Mrs. Roper, soon to be Mrs. Coldbearrd.
Only if he's a man of honor.
Yeah, that's it. So she locked it away and she said she won't touch it unless Gerda Boffin dies, which was very noble of her. So he's there sitting down having second breakfast and popping out of his study like a cuckoo from a clock. Bilbo rushes into the parlour where you're all relaxing with the map clutched in his hand. My wonderful friends, you wouldn't believe what I found on Old Tuck's map. I believe I know where the club of Bandaburst Tuck is located, or at least the old Tuck did, or rather, he thought he did. Maybe he wasn't sure. He shakes his head as if to physically force the rambling thoughts from his head. Never mind. I might need to do a bit more research, but I was hoping, nay, counting on your help once again. After hearing all about your little adventure, Michael Devling, and the business with Mrs. Boffin, I'd like a taste of adventure myself. It says here on the map that the club of the Bullroarer may be somewhere around the village of Oakbarton in a place called Kingsworthy. Exciting, isn't it? So I was thinking perhaps in return for my generous hospitality, you would take a trip north and do a bit more investigating into the matter. Imagine it, being credited with being the fellows who found the club of the Bullroarer Tuck. Wait right there. I'll run and get you the right gear to suit a proper adventure. Bilbo disappears. He comes out with a big chest. There you are. And he opens the chest. And inside there's cloaks, backpacks, pocket handkerchiefs, basic supplies, which is like your starter supplies, 3 staffs that can be used as walking sticks, a dwarven hunting bow with 20 arrows, a short sword, and a dagger. So do you want to take any of it, or?
What's in there? Short sword, dagger, a bow.
A bow, arrows, 3 staffs that can be used as walking sticks as well, basic supplies, pocket handkerchiefs, cloaks, backpacks.
Whatever there's 3 of, I think we should take 1 each. So 3 cloaks, 3 backpacks, 3 staffs.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Remember how we forgot to get like herbs for the sausages? I think like it's best to take as much as this stuff as well, because we'll only forget about it if we don't bring it.
Yeah, we forgot to get the herbs, not just me, all of us. Thanks for that.
Yeah, group effort, like it always is.
Okay. Anybody want any particular weapons before we start?
I don't think I could hold a bow.
Well, I have my own bow, but I don't know if this one's better than the one I have. Let me have a look.
Ask Bilbo. He's right there.
Bilbo's scuttling around. It's just a dwarven bow that Torrin's company left here when we returned. So it's a bow.
Well, I already have a bow, but just for sentimental value, I will swap my bow with the one in there so I can say I have one of Torrin's company's bow.
Well, we say this is all intricate designs and stuff on it just to make it more fancy.
Sweet.
Would it be worth leaving the lightest bow for our hobber friend?
Who's that?
That's you.
Well, I'll carry a bow.
As long as it's small enough. I assume a dwarven bow is the right size for a hobbit.
A tiny bit bigger, but only to those that care. Let's see.
Better to have one and not need one than need one and not have one.
Wow, so wise.
Well, I am an elf.
I'm an elf.
Okay. Anybody got any problems with me taking this dagger?
No. I'm fine with it. I think I'm good with everything, but I wouldn't mind the stick. But there's 3 of them, so.
I'll take this.
Let's call it a staff. Call it a staff.
Oh, staff. Sorry.
Call them shells.
Okay.
I'll take a
Anything else to be divvied out?
No, that's it. Have you got everything?
Handkerchief each.
So,
So
In case you get a
Bilbo-
snotty nose.
Yep.
Bilbo turns and dashes off again, and he turns back around and almost laughing. He says, "I've muddled my wits. Staying up all night making a copy of Old Tuck's map. No need to damage the original after all." He shoves a fresh copy of the map towards you and throws open the doors and steps onto the road. "Come on," he cries, "we best be off." As
You're
he, come,
supposed to look both ways, Mr. Bilbo, before you step onto the road.
as he comes outside, Morin notices a familiar sight. There outside Bag End is his pony and cart. And sitting on top is Hamfast Gamgee. "I took the liberty of asking my friend Hamfast to fetch your cart, Master Coldbearrd. I hope you don't mind."
I don't mind at all. Like, yeah, I could kiss you, but I'm not. I'm just gonna shake your hand. Thank you very much.
Bilbo shakes your hand, he jumps on the back of the cart, and Hamfast says, "She's a fine beast, Master Dwarf. What's her name?"
Her name's Kitty. Long story and how she got her name, but when I found her when she was young, she was surrounded with cats. So not that much of a long story, but it kind of stuck.
That's
And I go over and rub the horse, and it's like, "Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. You wouldn't have any carrots or anything, so I can give her something, would you?"
Hamfast puts his arm back and pulls out a bunch of carrots and throws them to you.
Excellent. There you go, Kitty. Yeah, I know. It's all good now. Back on the road.
Bilbo says that Hamfast is going to join you just to the Green Dragon Inn in Bywater because he has some potatoes to deliver. So that's the reason why he went to get the pony and cart for you as well.
No. Thank
So-
you very much.
Come on, jump in. Let's get this show on the road.
Right. Off. Yeah, I get in.
So where are you sitting?
Yeah.
So Hamfast is up front. Bilbo's in the back.
Wherever there's
Next
not,
to
wherever there's enough headroom for a dwarf, for an elf.
Well, it's an open back cart. It's not like a fucking carriage.
Not like a tank. Give me time, though, and I will.
These dwarves like the fancy equipment, don't they? I can see it hanging out.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
I'm sat
showing
next-
again, is it? Sorry. I've got to get this fixed. I'll sit up at the front if no one else wants to sit up at the front.
Sure,
I'm kind of
horse
used to it at this
and
stage.
pony and cart anyway.
Yeah, I'll stick towards the back then.
Where are you sitting, Gil?
Next to Bilbo.
Obviously.
Sitting on me lap.
Oh, Mr. Bilbo.
Right, so
No, just next.
you set off, and Bilbo tells you what the plan's going to be. He says, "We're going to stop at the Green Dragon Inn for food and drink, and then onto the Tree Farthing Stone. We stay the night at the Stone Throws Inn, and then tomorrow we'll set off up the Northway Road towards Oatbarton. But we'll have to camp along the road as it's a good day and a half to Oatbarton."
No worries.
Okay, sounds good.
Don't worry, I'll pay for everything when we stop at the inns.
Yes.
That's very,
You
very
you
kind
sure?
of you, Mr. Bilbo.
That's the least I could do. You're
Um,
helping me, I help you.
Mr. Bilbo, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Now, I know you seem very enthusiastic about this item we're looking for, but I actually don't remember if I was ever told why it's so precious. So what is the story behind the club of Bullroarer? If we told, I must have gotten hit in the head and forgotten. So I apologize.
No, I haven't told you, but I think Gil should know who Bullroarer is at this stage. Every hobbit knows the story of Bullroarer.
Yes, every hobbit knows. Why don't you tell us, Bilbo, with your more interesting voice? please.
Bullroarer, it was my grandfather, and in the Battle of Greenfields against the goblins, Bullroarer led the hobbits to victory, and he smacked the lead, or the main goblin's head off with one hit with his big club, and it flew hundreds of miles away and into a hole, and the sport of golf was made.
Actually, I think I do remember someone telling me about this in the pub. But again, I have had many a beer since then and a couple of waxy old noggins, so, at least that's all I forgot.
He's a legend, and obviously the old Tuck wanted to find this club, but it kind of was passed down and disappeared. But obviously he found out where it was, and that's where we're going.
Can I just ask this battle with the hobbits? Would you say it was would you say it was a short battle?
Very offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's very racist. You can walk now.
I thought hobbits had a better sense of humour than that. My apologies.
Well, I thought elves had two arms, so
And just another fact, when the last time I was in the Green Dragon Inn was when I was starting my adventure with the Lonely Mountains.
oh,
It's where I ran from Bag End all the way down to Bywater in 10 minutes, and now I need a horse and cart. Go figure. I'm getting old, boys. I'm getting old.
Happens to us all. If I had made a list of like stuff I can't do anymore, well, actually, it'll only be a couple of lines, but still.
You are right. Age does happen to you all. You are right.
we don't age. We know.
Right, so we take the road down to Hobbiton, from Hobbiton, going south along the water. And we soon come to the village of Bywater and its wide grey pool. The first buildings we see is the Green Dragon Inn. In Bywater itself, many houses gather around the pool. A long line of proper hobble holes dots its northern bank, all fronted by small gardens running down the water's edge. A pleasant tree-lined avenue forms the section of the road where it borders the water, giving it the name Poolside. So here we are, boys.
Ooh.
As I said, it's been 20 years since I've been here, so it looks the exact same.
Would you like to lead the way?
Yeah. And Hamfast goes, I'll bring the horse and cart round the back, and because I have my potatoes in the back, and I'll deliver them. And if I don't see you, I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.
Be safe, good habit.
Gamfast, is that what you were calling them last time?
Have you not noticed I'm not saying any names this week? I called him Good Hobbit, and that's how he's staying. Hamfast, right?
Yeah. So you just walk in, and the Green Dragon. Well, another thing about the Green Dragon, this is where Rose works. Sam Ganji's wife. This is the pub in the film where they all drink and stuff.
No, it's surely she wasn't born yet.
No, she's not. I'm sure Sam's not
fine
even born yet either.
I was going to say.
Wow.
She was old.
Baby behind the bar. What would you like, sir?
Hello.
So the Green Dragon is a large inn laid out like most inns in the Shire. And you walk in and Bilbo goes, we'll take a seat over there. Well, would you just go up and order some drinks and food?
Go on.
Well, I was thinking of opening my apple cord ale if anybody would like to join me.
Think someone
Oh no, I'll pass. I'm not fond of apples. Yeah.
Oh.
Bilbo goes, I'll have a wine. So
Who?
who's going to the bar?
Okay, I'll go. I'll go to the bar, right?
You get on very well with barmaids, Morin.
I do actually. It's like as if a bar and alcohol is my second home.
It is almost.
Give us a perception check.
Perception check. Okay.
Just to see the
Well,
layout and
let's see
who's
if my
there.
dice have gotten better since last time. Okay. Yes. I thought I jinxed myself there. So that is a 19. 15 plus 4.
Yeah, so you look around and it looks like the bar owner and his wife are behind the bar, and there's another hobbit sitting just at the end of the bar because she's kind of probably in her 50s, 60s. And that's it. You hear some shouting out the back, and that's Hamfast kind of delivering his potatoes, and just use. That's it.
All right. Well, I'll go up and I'll just barkeep.
Hello, Master Dwarf. What can I do?
I'm getting around in, so wine, apple cordial, and just say the others.
Water.
Water, whatever what people ask for.
Yeah, that'd be no problem. What are you doing here?
Uh,
May I
just
ask? Sorry, I didn't mean to be so rude.
It's all right. It's all right. Just passing through. We're just again we kind of like and I kind of nod over to Hamfast and was like Hamfast was coming down this way, so we said we'd come for the journey. Don't know if we're gonna stay or not. Like we're playing it by ear. Why?
Just asking. Like we see a lot of people coming through here, and Hamfast his potato crop this year has been amazing, and we're really famous for our potato and what's it called? Ham.
Potato and ham.
Potato and ham.
All right. Not sure if they come in pies.
No, it's just potato and ham on a plate.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to trade that. That kind of like seems a bit boring, but maybe it's just the way you look at it and eat it. I'll have one of them.
Yeah, and
Can you make that too, please, Morin?
No worries. I'll have two. Anybody else want more?
I'm fine, thanks.
Bilbo goes, I'll have one.
Bilbo, right? Yeah. So that
I'll
all
have
of
one
us
too.
then.
I'll have one too.
All right. So
And
well, all at that table are having one, please.
Hearing the name Bilbo, the old hobbit down the end of the thing goes, Bilbo Baggins, is it?
No, Morin Coldbearrd, and you are.
Not you. That one over there. That
You
can't be
gotta be a bit
Bilbo
more
Baggins.
specific then.
That can't be Bilbo. I've seen him getting stowed away by dwarves and a wizard one night 20 odd years ago.
He's a dwarf, buddy.
And Bilbo never came back. That can't be Bilbo Baggins. Bilbo goes, oh, my good lady, it is me, because I am him.
Oh.
And she goes, eh. It's just,
Mr. Bilbo, is there some sort of history between you and this lady that we don't know?
I've never seen her before in my life.
She seems overly aggressive.
As I said, the last time I was here, this is the start of my big grand adventure, and maybe she just thought she saw something she didn't.
No, I know all about that.
Hobbits be cray cray, am I right?
Calls me.
Right, the barman the barman just goes, don't mind her, she's crazy. So that's Bilbo Baggins, is it? And you are
the one buying the round. As I said, Morin Coldbearrd. Pleased to meet you. You are?
I'm Dodric 2-foot, and this is my wife Daisy. And Daisy just waves because she's still talking to Hamfast, kind of out the backish of the bar.
Oh.
She goes, so are you just passing through? Where are you off to?
You know, For the life of me, I can't remember. I don't know.
Bilbo goes, the tree farting stone.
Yes. There.
Ah, you said want to make it there before sundown because I heard you have a problem with ghosts up there.
What?
Yeah, or all around the stone, there's been sightings of ghosts, so people have been staying in the stone thrown in at night times to stop being, I don't know, murdered.
No, like, come on now. There's no such thing as ghosts. That's just an old wives' tale.
It could be someone's old wife. We don't know. He pours the drinks and puts them on a kind of platter, and there you go. There's your drinks. I'll send Daisy over with your food. So that's 4 potatoes and ham.
5, isn't it?
No.
4.
Less ham fast.
Bring 5 just in case.
No, that's no problem at all.
I'm gonna have the 5th one.
So he hands you all the drinks and he turns around and starts whispering not whispering, just chatting to Daisy, and she disappears to get your food ready. And Bilbo goes, What was that all about? Who was that woman at the bar?
I didn't really catch her name. She's like, just had an assumption that you're not who you say you are. That, like, she's seen you get kidnapped by, I didn't particularly like it, but kidnapped by dwarves, and that you never came back. But, you know.
Well, I can assure you I was not kidnapped by Thorin or his party or Gandalf, but I was kind of corralled into doing a lot of stuff that I did.
Oh, well, then I'm always corralled into stuff I don't want to do.
Yeah.
And I give him a wink and nudge him.
We know the feeling.
But yeah, she's just, I don't know, she seems very grumpy. If it wasn't for the fact that this is all on you, I would have gotten her a drink to cheer her up. She just seems a bit grumpy, and look, she's on her own. Like, God love her. Never nice.
Morin, we know what you like with barmaids. Take it easy.
Yes, but not actual people that are drinking, you know.
Oh yes, Mrs. Roper, I heard all about your little dalliance.
Well, what happens in the inn stays in the inn.
So
Hopefully.
what happened in the inn and the out?
Again, can't say anything. All I'm going to say is I fixed her pipes, and some baked goods might have been exchanged.
That's a fair deal. When you're old enough, Gil, you'll understand that he ruffles your head. So Daisy comes over with the food. There you go, gentlemen. There's some nice potato and ham for you. And do you want some gravy?
Oh, yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Gravy's all. Yep.
So she comes over with a big kind of gravy boat, sticks it in the middle. And she goes, just let us know if you need anything. And don't mind Mrs. Overwater up there. She's a bit crazy. Talking about wizards and dwarves and Mr. Baggins. Like, we all know he's here. There he is there. Well,
yeah, but like
she still thinks he never came back.
She'll be talking about elves next.
yeah, well, there was conversation about ghosts as well. Like, it got ridiculous.
Oh, no. I know someone that's seen them.
Pull the other one that's got bells on, like ghosts. Huh.
Well,
Again.
as I said, I just hope you make it there by nightfall.
Time is it?
Okay, thanks, Daisy.
Now Bilbo just goes, yeah, we will, no problem. Like, it's lunchtime. It won't take us too long to get to the tour or the tree farting inn or stone or whatever it's called.
Best to do stuff on a full stomach. Oh, speaking of which, can I get a mead? I forgot to order for myself.
Yeah, no problem. So
excellent. It goes down.
She comes back with a little cup of mead and she goes, anything else? Anything else? No? Okay.
No.
We're having a think, but I don't think so. Yeah, so the lads, the barkeep was talking about like how where we're going to is plagued by now. I can't. I'm gonna try and say this with a straight face because it's ridiculous, but ghosts. So it's best if we get to where we're going before nightfall. Like ghosts.
Ghosts.
Come on,
Ghosts.
pull
What's
the
so
other one. Like,
about
I know, I
ghosts?
know. What?
Those little things in the field with the horns. Loads of ghosts everywhere. Oh, goats. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, ghosts. The spirits of the deceased.
For a second, I was worried that there was horny ghosts, and but anyway, thankfully, I got it wrong.
What are you doing?
No, just normal ghosts. Just normal ghosts. I'm sure we'll be fine. I've dealt with them before. It's fine.
Huh? Say that again?
Are you not aware that, I'm an elf?
Yeah,
No,
we
you're
know
a
you're an elf.
But like,
Tell
these
us
stories,
your
they're
ghost
made
story.
up.
You don't
They're
think an
made up to
elf
scare
has
kids.
seen spirits before?
Yeah, they usually come in bottles.
Oh, that's why it was only when I got out of the inn that I could see them.
Oh,
That makes much more sense. That's what
Why
they
do-
meant by spirits. My mistake.
Bilbo's just smoking his pipe and he goes, there's a lot of things in this world that we just can't explain. So I wouldn't scoff at talks of ghosts and wraiths and spooky things. I seen a dragon once. Did I tell you that story?
Nope.
Dragon.
Smaug was his name.
Smaug.
It's an action tale. If you want to tell us again, I don't mind, Mr. Bilbo.
Wait till the book.
All right, no spoilers. I get you.
I must admit, I'd rather read the book. I find it much better to read the book. You use your imagination. It's much better.
If I go around telling all these stories, who knows who's listening?
I get you.
They'll write their own
And then,
book. And it'll be their story. And it won't be my story, but it is my story.
Look, LugFang, can I ask you a question?
of course, you can.
Like, all right, so if let's say hypothetically, I don't know what that word is, I just threw it in there, that ghosts do exist.
Yeah.
What do they look like?
I mean, if I had seen any, which I'm not saying I have, but if I had, they would probably be the ghosts of elves. So they would very much look like elves.
Right.
All
with a
ghosts
bit
look like
more-
elves.
No, I wouldn't see many human ghosts, would I? Being an elf and living a life with other elves in the past.
So what you're saying is we could be talking to a ghost right now and just not know.
You could.
You'd go.
I mean, maybe that fateful night when I lost my eye, maybe I lost more than my eye. Who knows?
And I very, very subtly lift up my finger and move it just to the elbow of LugFang and poke him to make sure he is real. Because I realized he might not be.
LugFang takes 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
It dies instantly, evaporating into mist.
Well, if he wasn't a ghost, he's gonna be now.
Just a finger poke of doom.
Yeah,
Like
I can't say I've necessarily interacted with ghosts, but my people do have an understanding of other realms that may be considered ghostly and spiritual. That's as far as I can sort of explain to someone who hasn't lived a life with elves.
Oh, well, up till now, I've always thought it was a big load of unplanetaries. Yep. Unpleasantaries. Yeah, that's the word. Sorry, I think this mead's going to my tongue's asleep.
Do you want to try? Would you like a sip of my Cordale?
No, I heard you shouldn't mix, so I'll stick with this.
Okay.
Bilbo
Well, thank you
waves
very
at
much.
the barman and he orders another round.
So, anyway, Morin, this gravy that you speak of, What's it like?
Oh, I'm just there's you can't describe how good it is. It's like until you've tried it. But the best I could say is like imagine like being like covered with a nice warm blanket, except it's food. That's what it does to food. It just makes it nice and warm and nice.
LugFang just instantly picks up the gravy boat and just pulls.
No,
No, I've saved you some. There you go.
you put it on the food.
Well, I'm supposed to drink it.
No, I should have started with that. I apologize. I don't know what it's like going to be on on the ham, but it's great with chicken. But no, here, give me that. Look, like right, I'll pour it on mine, right, and I'll tuck into it, and see, try it. I'll pour a bit on your food.
I'll try it also. Yes, that's delicious. Now
Told
I'll
you.
just wipe it off my clothes.
Bilbo takes a spoonful of potatoes and goes, Gil. Eat up, boy. Become big and strong. Huh?
But they all mental as well. Because these two, I'm fairly certain these two have lost their mind.
I don't know. We are the fairer folk.
Yeah. Okay.
Outsiders are weird, Gil. Don't mind.
Weird, yeah. Okay.
Hobbits, you're assuming I had a mind to begin with. I'll take another swig of mead.
Enough mead for you.
Well, not really. I wouldn't.
You're going to be
mind
driving this. We can't drink and drive.
I haven't been driving him.
Well, you will be.
Oh, you didn't say that. Oops.
Hamfast be leaving now in a minute, so this is where we say goodbye to him, and we're going to be heading to Tree Farthing Stone and to the Stone Throw Inn.
I wanted to start with that before I went up and ordered a round, and then we got another round, and we're probably going to have two more.
I told you when we were leaving Bag End what the plan was.
Guys, can we all just get along, please?
So you never,
I don't mind them.
you never actually told me what happened up in Michael Devlin or with Mrs. Boffin, because I've been hiding in the study doing my research. So what happened?
Well, we we got the map. We delivered it to you.
I know that, but did anything else happen? Come on.
Well, Morin had a good time at one point, and Gil did a bit of climbing, and I killed a warg.
We found a
warg.
And the warg had
in the Shire. You've never told me this.
I know, and it had a marking on it.
What was the marking?
It was
an arrow through its face.
No, it was fangs, like snarling teeth.
If we were back in Bag End, I would have been able to look at some of my books and have a look, but maybe when we get back, we've too much to do at the moment. We have to get this club.
Would you like Gil to sketch you the marking so that you've got it, so when we get back we can look it up?
I'm sure he's done that already.
Yeah, I did.
Gil's a smart lad.
He is. It surprised me. We seem quite forgetful sometimes. It's like the arrow that I left in the warg's head yesterday. Very forgetful.
And the bar Daisy's getting the patrons. She goes, oh, "You're Gil, the wire killer." It's all over the Shire. You killed the first wolf we've seen in these lands in years.
That's right.
And you saved Mrs. Roper. You must be Gil and the boys.
We're Gil and the boys. Yes. Spread that rumor instead of the fire one. That's much better.
And she shouts out to her husband. She goes, "Dodrick, another round. This is Gil and the boys." He's like, No way. He's like, yeah, it is. He's like, in my establishment. I can't wait to tell everyone that comes in. And the old woman at the end just goes, eh.
guys, I don't think she's very well.
I whispered to Daisy, Daisy, would you get her a glass of whatever she's having just to cheer her up, will you?
She goes, I could give her a bottle of what she's having, and that won't cheer her up.
Ah, well, it might distract her anyway.
Yeah,
Have you tried a cordial?
I can give her one.
I'm sure Morin would rather give her one, to be perfectly honest. But
Heyo.
I understood that reference.
So she comes back with your free round of drinks, and she gives a cordial to Mrs. Overwater, and she drinks and just spits on the floor. She goes, "This is just water."
No pleasing some people.
It's flavored water. So I don't know where this voice is coming from.
It's so working though.
My favorite character so far.
So Godric gives her another wine and goes, "There you go." And he's like, "Jesus Christ." So we just drink and eat, and Bilbo says, "Come on, it's time to go." And he kind of looks at Morin and goes, "Morin, how many fingers am I holding up?"
It's not 11.
3.
That's close enough. You can drive.
Excellent. Now, on an unrelated note, Gil, can you come here for a sec, Gil?
Yeah.
Can you give me a little bit of a hand up, please?
Put it on my head.
Just left a bit. Me knee. Oh, thank you. This armor is a little bit more heavier than I remember. Now, which of the 3 doors are we going out?
Oh, God. He was holding up one finger. We're gonna die.
So you all go out and just get back onto the cart, and Hamfast is already gone, and his potatoes are gone, but all your equipment and stuff is in the back of the cart. Oops, excuse me. So Bilbo goes, "Come on, let's go." So you just head more east out of Bywater towards the Tree Farthing Stone. And as you get closer to the stone thrown in, you see the Tree Farthing Stone, and it's as tall as 2 hobbits. And Bilbo turns and goes, "This is where this stone marks where the 3 different farthings come together, west, east, and south." And as you pass by, you see some kids playing, and it's a game called King of the Stone. And whoever gets up to the top, and you push the other ones, like King of the Mountain kind of thing. And Bilbo goes, "Gil, did you ever play this game?"
I had no friends, Mr. Bilbo.
Aww.
I was too busy trying to
burn down your village.
So
it's kind of.
Are you telling me that to become king of the hobbits, you just have to climb up that stone?
No, it's to become king of the stone. It's a children's game.
Oh,
right.
Already dwarfed.
So someone's going to break the neck if they're not careful.
I don't know. The ground looks soft enough.
What I
so do the necks.
You see one kid getting pushed down, and he lands on his head and starts crying and runs off.
See.
He's walking right, isn't he?
Yeah, but his head's facing the wrong way.
He runs into a tree.
See, now he's dead.
Well, he's alive because the 3 of them fell, you know.
So Bilbo goes, "We better get in because the sun is starting to set." So you go up to the stone throw in. It's a small little inn. We will leave it there. So to be continued.